Hi students, in this video we'll discuss about the nature of principles of management. So management principles are the guidelines for doing actions. So natures of management means what? Let us discuss or let us understand clearly. Now you can see there are 7 natures that have been written in the board. Now first one is universal applicability. So universal applicability means what? The principles of management are universal in natures. That means the principles of management can be applied in any types of organizations. It may be a government organizations, it may be a private organizations, or it can be in a household or in a domestic organizations, whatever you call it. That means the principles of management are having the nature of universal applicability. It can be applied in any types of organizations, whether it may be a small or whether it may be a large one. Second one is general guidelines. So the principles of management are just a guidelines which supports the managers or which helps the managers to uh, achieve the functions or achieve the targets by which they are forming their management's environment or management organizations. So general guidelines basically means these are some of the guidelines supporting the managers to do their work or to do their functions like planning, organizing, staffing and directing. Or these are not any ready-made solution for any kind of problems. These are some of the guidelines that to support the managers. Number 3, practice and experimentations. As we have seen in the last videos, that means the principles of management are being derived by observation method and experiment method. So these are in natures, they are being formed by practice and experimentation. That means the principles of management are formed or made, you can say, by the practice and experimentations that have been done by the different management expert or specialist again and again, and achieve some of the principles for providing some general guidelines to the activities of the managements. Number 4, it is flexibility. The principles of management are not rigid, these are flexible in nature. That means whatever the decision is being taken, it doesn't mean that it will be done upon that only. I mean to say that when the situation demand, the planning or the procedure that have been developed, it may be changed depending upon the situations. The flexible means it is not rigid, it is not like any other medium which is very fixed. It can be changed depending upon the situation, depending upon the environments. Number 5, mainly behavioral. As we know that management is existing when there is a group of people and it is being applied upon the group of people. So that is why the nature of the principles of management are mainly behavioral. Mainly behavioral means what? These managers are trying to motivate and support the people, those who are working under them. So they try to motivate the behaviors of the people, those who are working in the organization. So that is the meaning of mainly behavioral. And number 6, cause and effect. Cause and effect means what? Whatever the works are being done by the managers, they depend upon the cause and effect. So it doesn't mean that if you do this then the result will be that. It is not like that. Means you cannot assure the guarantee, you can say that guarantee a result for a particular management activity. So that is the meaning of cause and effect. The works are being done and depending upon the cause only the effect will come. If we, say for example, if we add 2 plus 2, that scientifically it means 4. So in management, you cannot assure that 2 plus 2 will be 4. So that's the meaning of cause and effect. And number 7 is contingent. Now contingent means what? This is the meaning that it doesn't provide any constant result for that particular activity of the managements. So it depends upon the situation, or depends upon the, you can say, prevailing conditions of the organizations at a particular point of time. So contingent means, say for example, as per the principle of remuneration, there is one principle: fair remuneration and wages should be provided to the workers. So what is the exact position of a fair, that how much salary or the wages should be provided to the worker will be a fair? So that will be depending upon the different